I do everything, the plates too.
So today we started our morning in Prince Edward to try some yum cha.
Word of advice, the xiaolong bao is a soup dumpling, so don't try and bite the whole thing. It's gonna squirt out everywhere, because unfortunately that happened to Carlos just now.
We just finished our dim sum meal. It was delicious. Some interesting mix of ingredients. Kind of had like a Japanese. For me, it felt like a little Japanese sushi roll. One of the
yeah, the favorite one that we all like: bonito flakes, Thousand Island dressing, fried dough skin with prawn. Now what we're doing is from Prince Edward, we're basically walking all the way back down towards Mong Kok, which is a very popular tourist area. Tons of good food, cafes. There's also some side streets here that are known for like shopping, and we're actually approaching one right now called Goldfish Street.
I feel this buzz when I hear your name, and I feel so free. And yet you're tattered all over my brain. You're like perfection, feel the connection. I want this so bad, go now.
We don't have room for food, but we had to get a bolo bao because this place is known for it.
That's huge.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's thick. Now we're gonna check out Flower Street Market. Now we've made our way to Sneaker Street.
Oh, I see. That's cool. All right, after grabbing a cup of coffee, checking out some of the shoes, we are now on Ladies Market, which is where most of the souvenirs and knockoffs can be bought. When you do come here, you can haggle prices, by the way, so definitely make sure to do that. One thing we haven't had yet, Chantal, is right behind us. We need some Hong Kong egglets. It's just, they're a little bit pricier than our bolo baos that we like. The original one is 20 Hong Kong dollars, which is like 3 USD or so. Oh my God, that's a little too much. So we walked down Ladies Market. It was not as busy as we expected it to be. And there was actually artwork, but we couldn't find any pieces that we really liked for the house. We're gonna check out this other center for some artwork and shop around a little bit more. Still in Mong Kok. Carlos and I have already had our coffee. Chantal didn't have a coffee, so we're gonna try some milk tea at this place called Silk. So Carlos is like newly into photography, and one of our good friends from Hong Kong told us to check out this place called Sino Center. Extremely packed, but tons of camera stuff, used and new. And since Carlos got tempted, he ended up buying a lens. And there he is, testing it out right now. Carlos, what's the lens?
It's a 22 millimeter fixed lens. Goes down to f-stop 2. So yeah, I'm excited to try it out.
Not a typical spot for dinner in Hong Kong, but it is a chain we absolutely love from Japan. It's called Ichiran. So here we are at Ichiran in Team Sajoy to have dinner.
Look at all the rows of counters they have.
It's a very large Ichiran. It's like unusual. I love the spoon.
You guys want my fork?
Yes. Thank you.
We finished dinner at Ichiran. It was really expensive compared to Japan, but it was good. Now we walked over to Avenue of Stars, just in time for the light show.
And little tip, it is getting very crowded. Like there's a lot of people every which way. If you find something in front of you that prevents anyone from getting in front of you, stand in front of that. For example, a bush.
Carlitos. What did you think of the show?
It was okay. It's nothing compared to the two shows in Singapore.
Heck yeah.
And yeah, the music choice was also interesting. It was like more classical, but I don't know. The effects were not as cool as I remember them the first time when we came here, before we ever went to Singapore.
Also worth mentioning that the Symphony of Lights is the world's largest permanent light and music installation. So they hold a Guinness World Record for that. So back in the day, that used to be the tallest building across Hong Kong Island until this building came out. And this building has 110 floors, 115 floors. And the top section right there is the Ritz-Carlton. Childhood favorite of mine right here, egglets, or what we call gai dan zai. So grabbing one for myself since I got jealous of Chantal having a lemon tea from the stall next door here at the ferry terminal. And might I add, it smells absolutely amazing.
Here's what they do with it. Good morning. We're at a Teng called Red Tea. Some of the breakfast items are available at different times. So it's about 11:15. We have an egg tart to start and a baked rice. And then in 15 minutes, we'll hopefully get to order French toast because we haven't had that yet.
So we lucked out yet again. Did not have to queue up at all, but as soon as we left, there was a queue out front. I will say again, it probably won't take that long because it's a very large space and people are in and out very quickly. The great thing about Hong Kong restaurants is they serve you really fast and you're out the door right away. Because we weren't queued up for breakfast today, we walked by a bakery and it smelled absolutely amazing. There's a little queue, so we decided to queue up for an egg tart, and I'm really glad that we only shared one egg tart during breakfast. So we have room for one other. It's a place called #B. What are your thoughts?
Crispy edges are a little too savory for me, and the egg part is very watery.
How does it compare to the famous bakehouse one that we've had?
I think I prefer that one, but it's huge.
And how much is it?
It was 18 Hong Kong dollars.
You wipe me out every time you pass me by. I've got no doubt.
All right, we're off to the Palace Museum now. Carlos is upstairs right now, and I'm too lazy to go, but he just sent this. So this whole stretch is right in front of the Hong Kong Harbor on the TST side, and you have the YMCA, great location. Right next to it is the iconic 5-star hotel, the Peninsula. And then on the other side is Sheraton Hotel. I feel like they're all different price points, but they're all in the same location. So you've got good options whether you're a budget traveler or if you want to spend money.
Okay, so we've arrived at the Hong Kong Palace Museum. We bought the tickets online through Klook, and they were 70 Hong Kong dollars. And we get the QR codes to our phones, and we just needed to pick a time slot. So we picked the 1 to 2 slot. You can also buy their tickets in person or directly through their website.
And there are different prices. They have special exhibitions, so I think it's 9 total galleries. We just did the basic one, so it's galleries 1 through 7. For full exhibition, it's like twice the price. This whole area is called the Kowloon Cultural District, and it's actually really close to the ICC, which is where the Ritz-Carlton is, the tallest building in Hong Kong. So we were concerned because it's very empty down here. Turns out the actual museum starts on the first floor, so there are escalators outside. You can go up there or just go through where we were. Either way, there's going to be metal detectors that you do have to go through. They do allow for photography and videography though.
I'm the only one who feels this high. I feel like we could run off into the sun. So don't stop, but don't stop what you're doing. I feel
surname.
Fun fact about our surname is we are direct descendants of emperors from the Song dynasty. That's pretty clutch for those of you who need to sit every so often.
This place is really big.
We've finished 2 galleries of the 7, although one is under construction, so 2 of 6. We're now on the 3rd floor and there's an absolutely beautiful view. So if you do get cold, there's a balcony. So we're gonna go walk out there on the balcony or terrace. Oh, and there's plenty of seating too.
Now we're on the top floor, another viewing deck. It's beautiful up here.
And this is quiet. I don't think many people know about it, but there's a restaurant here, and I think the special galleries are up here as well.
I feel it beating like a drum. Can you hear it? Can you hear it now?
When you exit, there's also a really cool view of the actual museum itself.
For our vlogging years, we stayed at this building, which is the W Hotel. Really cool property, but it's not in the best location. Like, it's further away from all the fun touristy stuff. So we're walking now to Kowloon MTR station here. It's inside the ICC building. And you can't trust Google Maps because it tells you that it's like a 20-minute walk from the Palace Museum and you have to like loop all the way around this highway. If you just walk down past the nursery section, there's a whole bridge where you can actually walk up the stairs and then cross this highway. And there's a lift even, so you can even take the lift if you don't want to get the stairs. And I'm just realizing now that this highway that we're crossing is actually the tunnel that goes over, sorry, not over, the tunnel goes underwater to Hong Kong Island.
We're in the Kowloon MTR and we're about to eat one more time some Cafe de Coral.
Okay, so we're currently directly under the ICC. There is a shopping mall within here called Elements. It's a bit bougie, at least the sections that we've been in. There are 6 sections, I think. So I think we're sitting in fire right now. We grabbed a quick coffee from a place called Apartment, APT. Kowloon MTR station is right below us. And that MTR station is also where the high-speed train is. So if you ever want to take a day trip even to Shenzhen, you can actually take the high-speed train right here. And it's about a 15 to 20-minute ride all the way into China. And for those of you who are American like us or require a visa to go to China anyway, you can actually go to Shenzhen visa-free, which is pretty cool, for a certain number of days.
Carlos has left the building.
So since we are already out in the Kowloon area, we realized that Temple Street is nearby, and there is a night market there, so we might as well just walk over to there. Now we're actually just walking through one of the public parks. I think it's actually called Temple Street Park. It is a Sunday night, but it's actually very nice. It's pretty open, not a whole lot of people here. Unfortunately, neither of us are hungry because we literally just had our coffees and a pretty late lunch.
So we just walked through the food section and now we're gonna check out, looks like souvenirs.
Basically the same as like Ladies Market in Mong Kok.
So we found our painting from Hong Kong.
I didn't even bother haggling. It's on the canvas already. It's 120 Hong Kong dollars. I think that's very reasonable. I think our friend is also, he's a graphic designer. He's gonna be making a landscape one for us. So we'll have 2 different Hong Kong artworks to put on our walls back home.
After we hit up Temple Street, we've been walking pretty much all the way back towards our hotel. And finally, we're about to sit down and eat a really late night dinner.
We're sitting at a place called Konki Roast Goose Cafe. And the reason why it caught my attention is because I've been craving roast pork. We haven't had it since we got here after that first night. And usually you can spot them because they'll just have them hanging in the window. We got the roast pork rice as well as a Ovaltine, which Chantal's drinking right now. Do you like it?
Yeah.
And the club sandwich, which just arrived. It's our final day here in Hong Kong. We checked out of our hotel at the very last minute because it is an evening flight. So we have the hotel storing our bags for now.
So the menu is under the glass table, but everything's in Chinese, so we just use Google Translate for every single page to figure out what we wanted to order. Our last mission was to find the black and white milk tea cups that a lot of the restaurants have. But unfortunately we couldn't find them for a good price. Some of the street markets have them, but they were too expensive or really bad looking, like fake, really, really fake.
All right, so we didn't get the black and white teacups, but second best thing was this, which we found in a small souvenir shop underground on Nathan Road, which is a coaster, and it has the black and white, so I love it. And I also had to get another artwork, so we got this piece too.
Okay, we're back across the street from #B, the egg tart place. And this is where we saw the translation for duck excrement lemon tea. So we're trying it out and it tastes really good.
Duck poo tea is not actually made of duck poo. I don't know what the name came from, but we did Google it. And it's actually just an oolong tea. I believe it's older tea leaves that make it, but it's the lime or lemon juice that makes it really flavorful. So it's a really good combo.
We're back on bus 821, back to the airport. That will bring our trip in Hong Kong to a close.
Too much food, unfortunately, and we didn't get to try all of it. But every time we leave Hong Kong, we have more and more saved things on our Google Maps, so we'll be back for sure. Until next time.